podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Take advantage of Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania's biggest dollar discount ever this month. Save $450 on every window and $900 on any patio or entry door with $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for a year and a half. To get in on this super deal, head to rbacentralpadeals.com or call 717-727-7558. Deal ends May 31st. Philadelphians have some trust issues with their tap water. 3 baby ducks stuck in a storm drain were successfully rescued. And then, our first ever listening to listeners segment. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Philadelphia residents have some trust issues with their tap water, reports Y. And this is even before that contamination scare that happened in March, although that certainly didn't help. According to an annual survey conducted by the Water Department and UPenn's Impact ED Center, over the past 7 years, about 40% of Philadelphians drink bottled over tap. In the most recent survey, that number was 42%. While some people say they prefer bottled water due to its taste and convenience, the Water Department survey found the main reason is that people are concerned over how safe the city's tap water is to drink. This lack of trust in tap water is reflected in many other parts of the country, with one expert saying people's suspicion of water systems may be based on a general mistrust of government. A person was driving along a road in Waynesboro when they came upon a duck, begins Fox 43. The duck refused to move and was behaving rather hysterically, so much so that this concerned person called the State Game Commission. 2 wardens were dispatched to the area where they soon figured out why the duck was so upset. Her 3 little ducklings had gotten stuck in a storm drain. The wardens were able to successfully remove the drain cover with the help of some Waynesboro officials, and the ducklings were released and reunited with their mom, who led them off into the sunset. Question: why did the duck go to the chiropractor? To get its back quacked. Ha ha ha. And now it's time for our first ever listening to listeners segment. Woohoo! I only got 2 emails, but you know what? That's just fine. Our first email comes from Bob and says, during multiple state budget hearings, speed cameras and municipal police radar were promoted. Ironic, as these things have nothing to do with budgets. The real point of traffic tickets is the revenue generated. Poor engineering and predatory ticketing can be quite profitable. Many things were also left out of the hearing, such as one bill allowing moving radar and weakening calibration requirements. Magically, the state issuing tickets in error with speed cameras in Bensalem also did not come up. The goal should be to reduce crashes with proper engineering, not ticketing people. The roads are of such poor quality in Pennsylvania, the state could make driving safer with proper road maintenance. Then you are not swerving around potholes into oncoming traffic, slamming the brakes, sustaining car damage, etc. Our second email comes from Jamie from Pittsburgh and reads, I'm happy to hear that I share my favorite drunchy with the other fine citizens of Pennsylvania. Pierogies are a superior food to eat after enjoying an adult beverage, or 2, or 3. Perfect combination of carbs, cheese, and potato to satisfy your hunger. I couldn't agree more, Jamie. Thanks to both you and Bill for sending me some very good emails and for being our first participants. And a happy Friday to you all. If you have any thoughts on the stories covered here or on PennLive, you can always email me at todayinpa@PennLive.com. Also, please don't forget to rate this podcast and to go to PennLive for even more news. With that, I'm Claudia Dimuro. Thanks for listening, and see you next week for some fresh Today in PA. This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Take advantage of Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania's biggest dollar discount ever this month. Save $450 on every window and $900 on any patio or entry door with $0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for a year and a half. To get in on this super deal, head to rbacentralpadeals.com or call 717-727-7558. Deal ends May 31st.